My Bamboo P1S prints PLA at a default 150 millimeters per second. If I take this filament from Creality that supports up to 600 millimeters per second, does that mean that I can print at 4 times the speed? Well, no. I feel like there's a common misconception for high-speed filament or high-speed printing. For people that are a little more new to the 3D printing hobby, let's hop over to the drawing board and talk about this. When it comes to printing filament at a fast speed, there's more to consider than just the speed number. So I'm going to use green to represent the filament that is printable at 600 millimeters per second, and I'm going to use orange as a filament that's printable at 150 millimeters per second. Now we're assuming that the distance between S and E for both filaments is the same, and we're going to assume that, it's a somewhat short of a distance. I'm not going to do a lot of math in this video, but I'm just going to explain the raw concepts. So I think the best way to explain this is to think about a drag race. So imagine that these two filaments are racing on this straight line. The print head is going to start at S, and you cannot just jump directly from 0 millimeters per second to 150 millimeters per second, but rather the print head needs to accelerate up to 150 millimeters per second. So it's going to be like a slow start, and then it's going to get faster and then slow down again at the end. We're going to make a few assumptions, like the rate of acceleration and the rate of deceleration are going to be the same. That's probably not the case in practice, but I'm going to assume that for now. Let's take a look at the orange line. Now, we're going to say that this is a very short line to start. Well, it's going to start accelerating, and say when it hits the middle point, we're only at 75 millimeters a second. And then it's going to start slowing down again. Well, on the faster filament, the acceleration is based on the printer specs, so it's going to be the same. So when we hit the midpoint of this line, we're going to also be at 75 millimeters a second. So what is this high-speed filament actually gaining us? Well, in this very short line scenario, it's not gaining us anything. The printer is going to use its acceleration, which is the same for both filaments, and it's going to accelerate up until the midpoint, and it reaches some speed, and then it realizes, oh, I got to start slowing down because I'm getting towards the end of the line. So it's going to hit whatever speed that it tops out at, and then it's going to slowly decrease its velocity back to 0. Well, in this very short case, because of the acceleration constraint, we are only able to hit 75 millimeters a second. So in both filament cases, we're printing at that line at the same speed. Now let's observe what happens if we have a longer line. So let's say somewhere around the quarter point here, the printer is able to accelerate up to its 150 millimeters a second. And then around the 3/4 of the line, it's still at 150 millimeters a second, but then it slows down to 0. Well, on the green line, the rate of acceleration is the same. So we're accelerating up about a quarter of the way. We probably hit 150 millimeters a second. And then by the time we hit this halfway point, we might be at 300 millimeters a second. And then the print head starts slowing down again, and we hit that 150 and then stop. So the only thing we're gaining here with the high-speed filament is at the quarter and the 3/4 tick. In between them, we are accelerating up higher past that 150 millimeters per second restriction, and we are able to get up to a little bit of a higher speed of maybe 300 millimeters per second, and then it starts slowing back down. So we're really gaining a little bit of a faster print in between those parts of the line. And once again, just a quick example of an even longer line. Say we hit 150 millimeters per second on the slower filament at the 1/8 and 7/8 mark of the line. We are going to, go 150, maybe 300, and maybe 450, and then maybe hitting our 600 maximum in the middle of the line, and then dropping back down in speed to get to eventually our stopping point. So in this scenario, the filaments are both the same up to this first tick, and then afterward, the green filament is going to continue accelerating at whatever the rate that the printer can support. up to the maximum speed of the filament or the maximum speed of the printer. And in this case, our filament does finally hit 600 millimeters per second before slowly decelerating at the end of the line. So between the first and last tick this whole time, we're getting a little bit of a faster print. I wanted to perform a few experiments just to kind of show you that you can save some time with high-speed PLA, but it's not going to be that 2, 3, 4x value that you're thinking of when you're just looking at the raw print speeds. I have a Bamboo P1S here. It's capable of printing up to 500 millimeters per second with a 20,000 millimeters per second squared acceleration value. I have a roll of Creality's Hyper PLA, which is supposed to print up to 600 millimeters per second. So for the baseline, I'm printing using the standard profile and bamboo slicer, and I'm using a generic PLA configuration, which sets the volumetric flow for a just normal roll of PLA. The slicer came back and said that that would take an hour and 15 minutes. I printed it out, and it came out very good quality. I made a more aggressive profile where I went in, modified all the speed values to make sure they were maxed out to 500 and relatively higher speeds than what they're supposed to be for default. I also changed the acceleration values and bumped those up as much as I could. The slicer said that I could get that down to 46 minutes and 39 seconds print time for this model. Now, the first time I printed this, it did not print successfully. I actually had to go back into the filament profile and change the temperature to be much higher because it was under extruding due to the filament being pushed through the hot end too quickly and not being able to get up to temp before getting squirted out of the nozzle. So as you can see from the test, high-speed PLA, you can print faster, but will it print 2, 3, 4 times as fast? That's just untrue unless you have a printer of great capabilities. I mean, with this bamboo printer, I think that it's a beast, but it's nothing compared to some of these Vorons and wild builds that people have going on. So overall, if you're trying to knock 15 minutes off of print because you have a print farm going and you're trying to push out as much product as you can, then high-speed filament might be for you. For me, I'm just going to wait that extra 15 minutes, get a really nice, high-quality, precise print. So if you have any comments or feedback, or you want to just rip me a new one, put it down in the comments below. Subscribe, like the video. Thanks for watching.